Shopkeepers of Reddit, what's the dumbest thing a customer has ever tried to return? I own a small electronics shop. Phone repairs, accessories, headphones, chargers, that kind of stuff. After 14 years in retail, I thought I'd seen every type of customer possible. Then a guy walked in carrying a completely melted air fryer in a trash bag. And somehow, that wasn't even the dumbest part. It's a slow Tuesday afternoon. Door opens. This guy walks in holding a black garbage bag like it contains biohazard material. He sets it on the counter, very gently, then says, "Yeah, I'd like a refund." Already concerning. I ask what the issue is. He opens the bag. Inside is what used to be an air fryer. Used to be. This thing looked like it had survived a volcanic eruption. The handle was gone. The basket was fused shut. One side looked carbonized. There was actual soot inside the bag. Naturally, I ask, "What happened to it?" The guy shrugs and says, "It caught fire." Like the appliance simply woke up one day and chose violence. I ask if anyone got hurt. He says no, then immediately follows it with, "But your product ruined my chicken." Brother, the chicken is your concern right now? I ask for proof of purchase. He proudly hands me a receipt. From Walmart. We are not Walmart. Different company entirely. Different logo. Different city. I explain we didn't sell him the air fryer. He stares at me for a full 5 seconds and says, "Yeah, but you sell electronics." That was his reasoning. Not the same brand. Not the same store. Just electronics. I tell him there's nothing I can do. So he decides to explain how the fire started. Apparently, he wanted extra crispy chicken. So instead of setting the timer, he put the air fryer in his oven and turned both on at the same time, at 500 degrees, for an hour. The silence. I genuinely didn't know how to respond. My employee in the back literally walked out because he was laughing too hard. Meanwhile, this man is standing there offended, like we failed him somehow. Then he says, "Well, somebody needs to compensate me." For what? Attempted appliance murder? I point out that putting an air fryer inside an oven is misuse. He immediately argues, "Show me where it says not to." Now listen, technically, he got me there. Because most products don't specifically warn against being baked alive by another appliance. There also aren't warning labels saying, "Don't microwave your shoes," "Don't iron your cat," "Don't deep fry batteries." At some point, society expects initiative. Then this absolute genius asks, "Can I at least trade it in?" Trade it in for what? A flamethrower? Now here's where it gets even dumber. He gets angry, starts yelling, claims we're scamming him, then threatens to call the police. I say, "Okay." He actually does it. And when officers arrive, he explains the entire story with full confidence. The officer just stands there silently for a moment before asking, "You put the air fryer where?" The second officer had to physically turn away because he was laughing, not chuckling, shoulders shaking. Meanwhile, the customer keeps insisting, "It doesn't say not to." Eventually, the officers convince him to leave. But before walking out, he points at me dramatically and says, "You just lost a loyal customer." Sir, you were never our customer. To this day, the phrase "extra crispy" activates my fight or flight response. And somewhere out there is a man who genuinely believes the problem with his day was customer service, and not the fact that he oven roasted an air fryer like a Thanksgiving turkey.